Yes,
No.
so that's what's your message for it, especially in this market, and what are you seeing out there? What are you seeing the agents really need? I would say, what
Um,
do you think
yeah.
we agents need?
So let me just, I didn't like my path in the 21, then the 28 transactions. I just want to share right there. I realized that I was not going to go any further according to the red book, right? According to the models in the
You
business.
mean the red book, the one that you show at every event? Where is the book? People, you need to see this book.
It's like over there. It's like over there. I'll get it in a second. It's a beautiful mastered book. Okay. It
Yes,
exemplifies mastery. And yet I still, every time I read a page, I'm like, wow, like I'm still learning and it sounds different. Why? Because the same man doesn't walk in the same waters because they're not the same man and it's not the same waters, right?
right.
Stuff's constantly moving. But I want to share that at that point, I realized that I needed to have an assistant. Otherwise, it was going to get real expensive for me if I was going to be sharing my deals, with Lana, because I was sharing some deals because I was dropping stuff, right? So I was like,
Right.
Lana, you want to work with me? A couple deals, like 5 deals, I'll teach you the ropes. And Lana's still a friend of mine and she does so
Wow.
well. Yeah. Uh, Yet the assistant was what I put in place 10 hours first, then 20 hours. And Claudia, that 20 hours a week got me another 10 transactions, right?
I love that
So,
you said this. Yes, because it's the
yeah,
one scary thing that us as agents, I remember that was really something that I thought about too long. When did I need an assistant?
yeah. Well, and so that I do think getting to your question is that's probably the answer. After that assistant came in, I did have a showing agent, I had a buyer's agent. I was still taking the listings and I was still out there with them prospecting on the field. And we had a healthy business. I grew it to about 50 transactions a year. And that's when the market was changing and we were looking for a team leader of our office. And I
Wow.
was one of those ALC members that just said, they need to know that red book. And that's what happened. That red book is what got me really recruiting myself to the role because I felt like, look, if I could do this at 29 years old and grow a team and hire an assistant and have 50 transactions, then I want to help other agents know that that's possible for them and help them get to their level of success.
I love that. And
Yeah. So
I see you do it all the time.
so your question is, what do the agents need? Right now, they need listings. Let's just say that.
Yes.
And
That's
here's where I say get off the hump and just go out there and talk to homeowners, talk to sellers, potential sellers. I say homeowners because equity analysis is a really purposeful, timely thing to do. Offer sellers, offer homeowners, neighbors, friends, family,
yeah.
hey, would you like to know what the equity is in your home? And the reason I say that because it's continuing to grow. And the truth is, we're very used to seeing our statements of our life insurance policy, our SEP, our mutual funds,
Right.
even our bank account. What's the interest this month, right? Why aren't we as real estate professionals sending to our databases an analysis on the equity of the home?
Yes.
So I think that's the best tactic you could use right now to go after sellers is to just actually find them, to make them self-realize that they are a seller in this market and the prices are not going down, right? So if they're going to buy, they might as well buy now and sell now and get it over with
I
because the
think
interest
they
rate.
get nervous, but as long as we're educating them, they will listen.
Yeah, they
I
will.
think, I think as agents, we have to get over the fact of, assuming that they have a locked in mindset that they're not
Yeah.
selling or they don't have a place to go.
Yeah. And proper leverage is really the answer for the agents. The agents that are in production that want more, or they're like wondering, how am I going to thrive through this time? That answer is leverage. That answer is aligning with the right people, recognizing that you have an amazing network of referrals with agents. We're not tapping into that referral partner aspect enough. And with our vendors are looking to see what agents are going to really survive during a time where the market shrinks. So,
Right.
reaching out to a vendor, say, hey, I'd love to take you for breakfast, see how your business is going. It's pretty much parallel to mine, right? That's one thing I can say. But leverage in that, are you hiring the right assistant? Are you using technology properly? Are you
Mhm.
using it at all?
I know, because some agents don't.
Are you accountable? Like when I ask you, Claudia, and I'm not putting you on the spot, so don't answer,
Mhm.
but how many transactions are you aiming for this year? How many did you close already? Are you on track to hit your goal? How many contacts does that mean every day?
Yeah,
Do you need to go on X amount of appointments? I grew up in real estate saying, I got to get on 4 appointments or I better freak out. 4 appointments a week or freak out.
exactly. And
And
I'm even keeping track of how many coffee meetings I have, and just the smallest things, the conversations with the people that I know, conversations with new people, right? Because then you're wondering, like, how come I'm not growing my business? That happened to me one year, and I'm like, well, I keep on talking to the same people, the same people. I need to get out of my comfort zone and
yeah.
meet new people. So yeah, I
Well,
think
yeah, and those kind of it's all there. I mean, it's all there. There's a schedule of calling 2 letters a week that will get through your database 4 times a year. I mean, it's just there, so why not just do it? Then you wouldn't be cherry picking through your database. Also, for those of those agents that are brand new or like, you know, trying to get their business up to $100,000 business, which I do
right.
believe if you don't have $100,000 business in the state of New Jersey, you're probably gonna not stay in the business. I'm just being honest. I've seen it, you'll just be doing other things. This will be like a side thing for you. You honestly have to bunker down and, you know, create the plan for the 100,000 at least. And in our market, $1 million in GCI is where I'd like to see our producing agents aim for. But back to like if you're newer and you're growing your business, database. The
Yes.
importance of growing a database and the importance of understanding that if you're a real professional, your business is your book of business. Your book of
Right.
business and is people. Like, right? The people are the currency.
Exactly.
So if you're not getting anything from the people, well, maybe you have the wrong people, or maybe you're not like putting enough deposits so that you could take a withdrawal,
Mhm.
right? So,
So
but I
when are
will
you
tell you,
teaching your next class? Because you always have some classes that you're, come on,
well, I
give
do have to tell you that I'm pretty excited about this. And I think I'd love to dive into my personal story, but we'll do that another time. Um, I am very excited that I have officially become a Keller Williams University certified trainer, which
Ooh,
is a big thing for me because I've been working on it for a couple of years. And now I am, one of just so many in the country that can go and teach our certified classes and, get paid for it.
oh my God. Okay.
Really
Well,
create a career.
wait a second, but does that mean that you're gonna like leave our area and we're not gonna ever have you? Because that's not good.
No, no. The good thing is, I have an office in Perth Amboy, New Jersey,
Okay.
and I am looking to grow it. We are looking to attract 80 agents in the next 12 months, and I think it's really important for me to be very available here. So I'm in Central Jersey and you'll see me doing different things. Claudia, I want to invite you too. We're going to be doing a women's empowering event, and I would
Oh,
love for you to be one of my speakers.
oh, I'm totally there. I'm totally
Yeah.
there.
So, I will be, I actually am very local, but I'm going to be traveling. I am going to be traveling and seeing the other regions and different areas to see, what other groups of people I can pour into,
Oh, you
and
always
Aruba.
have someone to pour into.
Yeah.
This is so good. So when does Mary Beth has some personal time, some me time? Because I always see you all over working, working. You're a hard worker. That I give you, girl. And you've impacted a lot of people's lives. I know a lot of
Yeah.
agents that are like, I love her.
Thank
She
you.
gave me what I needed.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Marybeth Personal is very community based and is very church based, family based. That fulfills me when I am in my community giving back. We feed the community, we put seminars on. I lead the young adults at the church. So those kind of things, even though they seem like, and they might sound like a lot of work for people, I love showing up in that leader space and impacting others. So on a personal, there's a lot of fulfillment in just being with family, being with my church, and being with my community. On the other side, there is always some fun time. So I am actually going with my two sisters to Aruba on the 20th to our house, which
Oh my God, you
we'll
love.
include that story in the personal interview.
You need
But
a part two. You need to come back again.
I will, don't worry. I'm gonna come visit you over there. We'll go
Yes,
live in person.
absolutely. So tell us about Aruba, because I think that that's an amazing story, and
Oh,
it
okay.
is
So
inspire a lot of people.
I went to Aruba after the pandemic. We had always wanted to go to Aruba. My parents went to Aruba for their honeymoon. And as I said, my dad died of a heart attack. That was like a really quick thing. And so it was always in my heart of like, Aruba had a special place for me. Aruba was a special place for me. So when we were able to go, my husband and I went, and we just fell in love with our time, with the weather, with the people. And it was the second or third day we were out there, and my husband said, let's buy a place here. I said, you're out of your minds, buy a place here. But no, he said, let's buy a place here. And I thought, great. Okay. So I got back to the States. I connected with our KW Aruba family. That made me
Right.
comfortable, right? We started looking for properties. The next visit I went out, I met with BB. We looked at 2 properties. We walked into the second one, and I said, I want it. And he loved it just as much. So in September of last year, we purchased a property on Aruba, and we did get financing. So I am here to tell you, if you have any questions and you want to reach out, I'm glad to help you. We are selling on Aruba now as well. I have a couple customers out there, and it's just a dream come true.
Oh
So
my
we are
God.
we're going back to the house for the first time next week with guests.
I love this. And yes, we do have to do something together, because I'm sure there's plenty of people that wonder how she got it done. And you're going to tell us.
Yeah, and I do want to say that the number one thing that equated to getting it was putting it out to the universe, telling other people. Last year at this time, last year at this time, I stood in front of a room of 75 women, and I told them that someday I'm going to own and retire a house in Aruba. And they all laughed. And I said, oh no, girls, I am serious. And fast forward, so 5 months later, I'm closing on that house. Who knew I was going to go out the next month, identify the house, put a bid on the house, and then close on it 5 months later. So you put it out there, people laugh. That's like exciting for me, you know? It's gonna
Claim your
happen.
throne, queen. You did
That's
it.
right. Claim your throne. That's right.
Oh my God, honey, thank you so much for joining me. And yes,
Thank you.
definitely, this is me extending an invitation so that we could do this in person. But
Absolutely.
I decided, you know what? Why wait? We just keep on waiting. We have to have her.
No, this is good. This is good. I would love to explore more, more of how we got here, right? Like, we didn't just arrive at as a real estate agent, or even just the restaurant. That whole upbringing and who we are and who God created us to be is really the whole, it's really it. Right. And there's a path in front of us that sometimes it looks scary. Sometimes it splits a certain way. And we're like, what was that? But I just want to encourage people that I've had so many twists and turns and splits and come togethers, that just know that the plan is designed specially for you. So just enjoy the trip.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey. That's right.
All
right.
right.
Well, I love you. Thank you so much. And I look
Thank
forward to
you.
coming back.
All right. Love you.
Claim your throne.